Hello, it's Keri Murphy, founder of Inspired Living, and this week I wanted to talk to you about getting your message out into the world. I don't know if you saw the video that I posted a few weeks ago, but it was a very spontaneous video that I posted because I just felt like there was someone on my heart that needed to hear the message of start now. Now is your time to get your message from out of your heart and into the world. And I had no idea who that message was for, but I was amazed by the response that I got. I got so many direct messages and posts on that video saying, "Oh my gosh, Keri, I felt like you were talking to me." So this week, I wanted to share with you 3 simple things that you can do to start getting your message out to the people who need it most. There are 7 billion people in the world, and I know that's a lot of people. But there will never be another one of you. There will never be that person that has gone through what you've been through that can help someone else. And I always say our challenges can be stepping stones, right? They don't have to be those things that keep us held back. They don't have to chain us up. They can actually help us help other people in a bigger way. They can help our businesses. They can help our peers. And quite frankly, they can really help the world. So let's talk about the 3 things that you can do right now to help you get your message out into the world. The first thing is to share your story. We all have a story of how we got to where we are. And it is when we share that story, when we're willing to be vulnerable, and I know that's scary because it's been scary for me as well. But if you followed me at all, you know that I've gone through my share of challenges, things that were heart-wrenching, and times when I actually didn't even know, what to do next. Broken, as I say. But it was through that challenge that I'm here, that I have Inspired Living, and that I am so fortunate to work with and influence hundreds and thousands of you around the world. So what is your story? People resonate to stories more than they do brands or glossy sales pitches. I mean, come on, we're pitched to every day. And the great thing about social media is that we all have a place to share our story. There are over 1 billion views on YouTube every day. So if you don't think there's a place for you to share your message, you're absolutely wrong. The thing that you need to think about is, what is the message? What is your story? And are you willing to be vulnerable? So that's step 1. Know your story and be willing to open up and be vulnerable. Because you know what, again, that allows people to understand that, you've overcome the challenges to get where you are today, and that you can help others. It really shows empathy. Number 2 is decide how you want to get your story out into the world. And there's lots of ways to do that. You may or may not want to get on stages, but there's lots of ways that you can get your message out. You can start blogging about your message. You can do short little videos, and I actually can teach you how to do those. You can start posting on Facebook and Twitter and YouTube. I mean, again, endless ways for you to get your message out there, but I think it's important that we're consistent in our message. And so when we're looking to start a movement, right? We can't be all over the place because people don't know where to follow us. So I would suggest maybe choosing 1 or 2 ways to start getting your message out there and see what happens. Start contributing to other blogs that maybe share parts of your story or that are complementary to what you talk about. But just start putting it out there little by little and see what happens. And the 3rd tip, and I would say one of the most important things that I can teach you, is to narrow your message to 1. This is one of the things that I teach in my on-camera training, and I always say it's the $1 million takeaway. Because when we get on camera and we're talking to everyone, we're trying to reach everyone, we reach no one. The camera is simply a conduit between you and the person you're trying to reach. But if you're trying to reach tons of people, then oftentimes your message and your story will fall flat because you don't know who you're talking to. So who do you want to share your message with? Can you get specific? Can you bring it down to one? So that, my beautiful friend, is the way you start getting your message out of your heart and into the world. And I was so inspired by you and your posts and your enthusiasm towards that impromptu video that I have a very exciting announcement that I am going to be sharing tomorrow, December 17th. So make sure to check your inbox, head over to my Inspired Living Facebook page, and I want to hear from you. Do you have a message? Do you have a story? What is your goal with that? And as always, head over to inspiredliving.tv after you watch this video and comment on what your message is that you want to get out into the world. And then tomorrow, again, check your email and your inbox, and I have a very special announcement to help you get your message out and make a difference in the world. Thank you so much for being a part of the Inspired Living community. I hope you're having a wonderful holiday season, and I will talk to you next week.